Welcome back to Danese Media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to believe this. Our first eye from the government of President William Ruto Rigathi Gachagua have speak again on his social media platform on Facebook concerning to what President William Ruto is seriously doing in Ol Kalou constituency, Nyandarua County, to make sure that his UDA candidate won that seat at any cost ahead of 16th July by-election. But before we proceed to Rigathi Gachagua's statement on Facebook, allow me to give you another shocking update behind what is happening again in Ol Kalou constituency. But before I read for you that statement, ensure that you like the video. When you like our video, you automatically shows us your support on what I'm doing on this platform. So please, as you watch, ensure that you like the video. Thank you so much for that support of the like and also subscription. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Let me dive into this second shocking update. The people of Ol Kalou are being asked to give out their personal details in order to receive money. And that is a bad thing because you don't know what that data will be used for. It is also raising question because people have been told that they will be ferried to Statehouse a day before the by-election, where they will be also required to provide their ID details. That is why we are asking why the president is interested in meeting the people of Ol Kalou one day before the by-election. Why, Mr. President? Why don't you meet the people of Ol Kalou after the by-election? Why do you want to meet them one day before the one day to by-election? What is your plan? It is not all about voter bribery. You want to bribe these people to ahead of the by-election. Why? In fact, UDA candidate was supposed to be disqualified. Let's watch this video, my great viewers.
Jane, in a minute or so, tell me this, because we've seen allegations that handing out cash for exchange of identity cards, has this been documented and forwarded to the relevant authorities? Because we heard from the accused, and he said that the identity cards, were being recorded solely for accountability purposes after receiving money to distribute to residents in specific polling areas. Briefly.
Yes, that has been documented, and we have also engaged the relevant authorities. So it's there. The people of Ol Kalou are being asked to give out their personal details for them to get money, and which is a bad thing because you do not know what this data will be used. It's also said that the people of Ol Kalou will be ferried to Statehouse on Wednesday when the by-election is on Thursday, and it's raising a lot of questions because you're asking yourself, for you to get into Statehouse, then you have to give out your ID and everything. So it also takes me back to the question that you had asked earlier. Why is the president interested in meeting the people of Ol Kalou one day before, if the allegations or what the people of Ol Kalou are saying is true, because they have been told that when they go to Acacia?
All right, Jane Jerry, all the best as you continue with the campaigns. It's reaching the home stretch, but we definitely hope IEBC can get a semblance of order ahead of the mini polls that are slated for next week, Thursday.
Why do you want to do that one, Mr. President? Why don't you allow free and fair election to happen in Ol Kalou constituency? Because what you people are doing in Ol Kalou is something you are trying to tell Kenyans that here in Kenya, you cannot be elected without money. You must spend money for you to occupy any public office, starting from MCA to president. That is what you people are saying. That lazima utumia pesa. Ukitaka kusimama, ukitaka kuongoza nchi, lazima utumie pesa. That is the kind of leadership that our politicians have introduced in this country of Kenya. That is the kind of politics that is now being played in Kenya. That for you to occupy any office, you must give out money. You must dispatch money. You must bribe Kenyans.
People or young people or majority of people, they don't do more on what they hear. Even what they hear in the media here. They don't take it seriously. But what they take seriously is what they see. What they are seeing now or seeing with their own eyes. You cannot change those habits. Like now, I'll tell you. Even the students are not going to school. They are not. They are just preparing themselves to go and look for money. We are neighboring in Dondoli. That side of the road, you cannot get a motorbike. In the morning is the journey. Going on Karau. Where is this meeting? Where is this meeting? Where is this meeting? I think we are doing a very bad bladder and showing people that you can only be elected because of money. But I know one thing. You can be elected because of talking and letting people know what can you do for them. Right now, if you see many people, many of them, they're hiding themselves on the window of the party. One term. But he has no agenda, and he'll be elected. Others on the other side, two term. They will be elected, but they don't have agenda. So we might elect the worst MPs or the worst leadership in this country if we go in that direction. Because nobody is saying, if I'm elected, I'll be in the parliament, I know this is standing order, is not working, I'll be able to do it. They know nothing. So I think what we are saying in Karau, even the money which I've been spending, I heard you mentioning that figure. About
10 billion around
10 billion.
In terms of development here.
Yes. But you see, it's not bad development.
Okay. Yeah.
But you see, that money could have taken to where we have crisis. We have problem of the education. We have problem with...
But that is not something that is good. That will show that we are seriously heading on a wrong direction, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read for you Rigathi Gachagwa's statement on his Facebook page. Mr. William Samoei has spent over cash 1 billion on bribes in Ol Kalou constituency, and it is not working, and it will not work. He has spent cash 10 billion on project, and it is not working, and it will not work. Simple and clear. He is now pushing the IEBC to postpone the election and give him time to splash more money and see whether it will work in Ol Kalou constituency on 16th July by election. The new plan to unleash goons this weekend to cause violence and give the IEBC the reason they so desperately need to postpone the election slated for the 16th July 2026. If the IEBC cannot handle a simple by-election claiming electoral multi-practice, how do they plan to convince Kenyans that they can oversee the general election? By the way, if they cannot conduct this small by-election in a single constituency, how sure are they that they will conduct the general election in 2027? Let me proceed. It is absurd that the IEBC has looked at the other way as a cabinet minister and principal secretary openly bribe voters and campaign in violation of the electoral code of conduct. The IEBC chairperson is clearly an appendage of Mr. William Ruto. I have the information that Mr. William Samoei has demanded that the IEBC either assure him that they will announce the UDA candidate as the winner or postpone the by-election. From where I sit, I believe they will postpone the by-election after orgy of violence by state-sponsored militia. The IEBC should not and must not postpone the Ol Kalou by-election. The people of Ol Kalou are ready to elect their new member of parliament and have constitutional right to be represented in the National Assembly. The IEBC should conduct the by-election in accordance with the law and ensure there will be no violence or ballot stuffing. If the IEBC has no capacity to conduct a single by-election, then Kenya will conclude that it cannot conduct the 10th August 2027 general election. And all other commissioners must resign with the immediate effect. IEBC, you must let the people of Ol Kalou elect their member of parliament on Thursday, 16th July 2026. You must not play ping pong with the right of the people of Ol Kalou at the behest of your master. Which is true. If they cannot conduct this small by-election, then all of them should resign so that a new IEBC team should be appointed again. Hey, because they are totally joking with us. This is a serious joke, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot conduct this small by-election in a single constituency, then they should just resign so that other people can be appointed to run that office, because what is their work? Voter bribery is happening right now in Ol Kalou constituency. if they wanted to serve the interest of each and every candidate in Ol Kalou constituency, they could have made sure that UDA candidate is the first candidate to be disqualified first. Huyo ndiye angekuwa disqualified wa kwanza asubuhi na mapema, but that one is not happening because hawa watu walichaguliwa ili waende wafanyie rais kazi. The IEBC in Kenya are not independent, ladies and gentlemen. Wacha tu tuseme ukweli. These people are not independent. They are seriously working for William Samoei Ruto. There is nothing that they are working for us. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Na watu ni kutupima, wanatupima tu akili. Hakuna ati wanafanyia rais, wanafanyia wananchi wa Kenya kazi. No. Tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniz Media. Remember to subscribe, comment and like for more updates daily. So that is how Ruto is totally cooking things in Ol Kalou constituency. Tukutane baadaye, ladies and gentlemen.